Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. It supports me. Well, today I just want to share about my very first experience as a nurse aide. Well, if you know what being a nurse aide. Although even nurses, the only people who don't provide a direct care to the patients or to the residents, it's the doctors. Most doctors, they don't. Even if they come to the bedside and the patient is in a mess, they'll just call for the nurse. They just come, give the medicine, and or say whatever they don't even give the medicine. They just see the doctor, see the patient, see the resident, do their evaluation, and that's it. They're done and they go. So during my first experience, I think this was among my first days, probably my first or second day working. I remember, actually it was the first day. I remember at one point, on my assignment, I had to deal with post-mortem care, and fortunately I was lucky enough that my colleague that I was working with, she offered to help me because this was my first experience, and it was written all over my face that I didn't know what to do or what to expect. And then, so the second thing after that experience, now, you see, I was working in a nursing home, and I wasn't even dealing with the rehabilitation. With the rehabilitation department, I was dealing with the long-term care. And mostly in long-term care, these are people that most of them, they are total care. They need help. And I remember dealing with heavy people, dealing like bariatric. When I say heavy, they are bariatric. They are, I think, 3 times my weight, and you have to take care of them. You have probably to give them a shower, you have to change their diapers, you have to do the grooming. And when it's, we call it ADLs, assisted activities of daily living. So you have to groom them. If somebody can't, because there are people there that maybe they have stroke, some they can't really do anything for themselves, so you give them like total care from head to toes. So this is my first experience. So, and I was dealing with those kind of people. So changing them their diapers, some they have been given laxatives. So when we say you're dealing with the diapers, you're like, dang. And then we were not even wearing masks because it wasn't during the COVID time. So you can imagine that thing, and time it's so stinking, it's blowing your face. I'm like, dang. So here I am, first time, fresh from college, fresh from school. I've just graduated and I'm just doing it. And I remember that night I was just asking myself, is this thing for me really? And I was asking myself, do I have to deal with this? Do I have to deal with the diapers? Do I have to deal with the poop? Do I have to do this? Some they have wounds, and so you have to be very gentle. And that doesn't mean that I really didn't want to care about them. You see, this is the first time, and so it's feel like yeah. But I went the first day, the first night I did, and I didn't manage. And I went the second time. Oh God, I was still calling myself for a meeting and asking, oh, and you're not that bad with mathematics. You can do your maths, or you can do some interior design, architecture. You can do something different. You don't have to deal with these. So but as time goes by, as you get used to, as you see the satisfaction, how when you go, you change somebody, when you make them comfortable, you answer the call lights, you go, you get into their room, you smile, you give them whatever they want, or if they need something that you can't, you go ask for the nurse or whoever that is able to give them that attention. they 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 get so happy, and you see the appreciation, how they are so grateful. I remember at one point I had this resident, and he was really in need of, like, his movement. He needed like help with movement and the stuff, and he had wounds on his butt, everything. Because you see them, because of sitting, if they are not taken care of, like if they are not changed especially if somebody is incontinent, if they are not changed every 2 hours, some they need to be reposition, like every 2 hours. You position them, you reposition, you turn them this side, like that. And some people, some nurses, some people, they don't care. They go there, they change them maybe in the morning or at night, and some even they don't even change them, and they're like that. So some they get the wounds, they get sores, and these sores they turn out to be wounds, and some they turn to be so ugly from not being taken care of. Because you see, this person is a total care, he or she needs our help. And so some they go, they're number one, they're number two, and they're not being changed, and they stay like that like the whole day. They are not even repositioned. So that's what they end up having, the souls. So it was hard for me. And I remember I was working with that patient that night. He was my patient, he was my resident, and I had to take care of him. And he was just new, and the family had visited him, so all the family was there. So when they came, probably they didn't like me. No, it wasn't the first. I think that was the second or the third day I was working, and it happened. The daughter, the son, his kids were there, and I think and the wife. So unfortunately, they didn't like me. So, and they complained. They went to the HOD and they said, that girl, she doesn't know what she's doing. We need somebody else to take care of our dad. Yeah. So they went and did that. But the dad said, no, I want her to take care of me. It's me getting the service. I want her. But kids being kids, and what they insisted. Yeah. And my colleague that I was working with, she was this colleague with an attitude. Yeah, she had experience of 20 years, and she's those kind of experience, those kind of ladies that they feel like they are so high, they are here. So, and unfortunately, so we had to switch a resident, because you see, the family, they don't want me to take care of him. And unfortunately, when we switched, the resident, he didn't want the lady to take care of him. So we were like, I think that night I did end up doing the assignment that we had switched, and doing him, because the moment the parents, the kids and the wife went, he was like, I don't want that lady to take care of me. I just want you to take care of me. And yeah, some kind of the thing. But anyway, so you see, you're there trying to work, trying to help, trying your best. Some people, they're there judging you. Some people, when you just talk, you open your mouth and you talk, and they don't like the accent. And these are pure blacks having an attitude on you because of your accent. You feel like because honestly, it's hard doing that. It's actually taking care of somebody. It's hard, and it's need a big heart then there's somebody there having attitude, and all you're there trying to do, you're trying to give your best, you're trying to help these people, and then the parents, the sisters, the brothers, the family, they come there having the attitude, yet them there, they can't even take care of him or her. They have brought him or her, they have brought their patient or their resident to, they have brought them to residence places or to nursing home, and some even they never pay them a visit. They come just once in a while, and when they come there, they are complaining, they are, and you wonder what's wrong with the people. You can't even take care of your own, and when another person is taking care, you're there complaining. And yet all you need to do is appreciate. You need to appreciate and be grateful, because you personally, you can't, because you want to work, you think your life is busy, your schedule is busy, you don't have time for them. But when somebody else chips in to help, even if they are paid, you are having attitude, you want to make their life miserable, because some people, they lose job due to some complaints. Some people, they even make false allegation. So me, in that process, I was like thinking, like, you see, you're having this changing, you're doing this, and then you experience some ugly instances. I'm like, I better try it and do something else. But with time, with time, day after day, you get used to, you learn. Yeah, and you see this part of growing, and you see you can you have to start from one point and be strong, try to work hard and head somewhere else, and try to grow yourself academically, professionally, financially, all that. So that was my experience. Right now I'm loving it, although I don't really get to give like direct patient care. I don't have to change the diapers, I don't have to do all that. But if I choose to, if I'm in a room of a patient, and I feel like the patient needs some personal care and he or she can't, I do offer, I do lend my hand and do what I can, do what I've been taught to do, because after all, it's so satisfying. There's that satisfaction when you see that somebody is comfortable, you see somebody can trust you, you see somebody's happy. Though it's not everyone that are happy, some they feel like they are entitled. For instance, I remember still I had this lady, and she was so small and tiny and arrogant. She never appreciated, she never appreciated people, and she was there saying that she's entitled, and saying, you are here so that you can take care of me, and what you're paid to do this. I'm like, okay, I'm paid to do this, but you see, people can choose. There's what we call negligence. If you are arrogant, if you are having attitude, some people, you get attention the last. And so she was having issues like with almost everybody, especially if you're new. If you're new, you are black, she was a white. If you're new, you're black, she was having attitude with you. And at one point, and I think it happened that there was a time I had to work with her, and she was that having attitude. Personally, when I walk into a patient room or a resident room, I smile. I think I smile a lot, and I'll be there. As I try to do my thing. And so I was there, and she was like, what are you smiling for? Yeah, you're not paid to smile, you're paid to come and do this and this. I'm like, hey lady, can you stop with that attitude? If you're having that attitude, having like talking ill about people and everything and what, that's not the attitude you're supposed to be carrying. Like, you are here, you need to be changed, right? Yeah, so just shut your mouth and give people, or give the nurse aide or whoever, or the nurse, the opportunity to do their job, because you're not the only resident here, you're not the only person here. There are other people out there that need the help and who really need the help, and they do appreciate, they don't look down on people. Yeah, somehow those might not be the exact words, but I gave her my peace of mind. And I only gave her my peace of mind because this wasn't the first time. I think this was the third or the fourth. And I got tired. I got tired. I'm like, I have other residents that really need my attention. Yeah, and they care about how I do it, and they do appreciate. Yeah. So at times the residents themselves, they can make you, or the patient, they can make you want to quit the following day. Your colleagues at work, they can make you want to quit. This The job itself, when you're doing this, the job itself, it can make you quit too. So one needs to really have a big heart to you don't force. If this thing is not for you, don't do it. Just try to do something else. Just go out there, do housekeeping, go to the restaurant, do anything else if this is not thing for you. So that's what we experience, and I do appreciate, because most of the time, even when I was doing that, I was saying, suppose it's me, I'm in that situation that I really need fully total care. Like, I need total care. Yeah. And I was there thinking, I will need somebody. If somebody is cleaning me, I want somebody to clean me thorough. I want somebody to be gentle with me, I want somebody to not to have an attitude with me, like that. And so even now, when I find myself doing those, giving somebody personal care, I always try to empathize. I try to put myself in their shoes, or I even try to say, what if it's my sister? What if it's my brother? What if it's my mom? And even sometimes I say, this is like my son, who's there, who can do anything to himself, especially when he was young. Yeah. So in most cases, I was just trying to relate, putting, like, imagining it's my son. The only difference here is that this is an old person, or this is an adult. So, and that's why I managed to be comfortable doing it, and overcome everything. Smell today, it's not an issue. Looking at the pulpit, not an issue. I'm just okay, because that's the part and parcel of being in that field. Otherwise, if you have anything you want to share, your experience, you can do that in the comment section. Other than that, I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching up to this far. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.